Check. Good morning, First Universalist. Please rise in body or spirit. Join us in singing our opening song. You gotta hold everybody. You gotta hold everybody up. You gotta hold everybody. You gotta hold everybody up. Hold everybody
up, up, up. Hold everybody up, up, up. Hold everybody up, up, up. Hold everybody up.
Just because you look like you and I look like me doesn't mean we can't be friends, 'cause I'm not your enemy. That's why we gotta hold everybody. We gotta hold everybody up. We gotta hold everybody. We gotta hold everybody up. Hold everybody up. Up, up. Hold everybody up. Up, up. Hold everybody up. Up, up. Hold everybody up. People all around the world sometimes feel so sad, but when they know that others care, they don't feel so bad. We gotta hold everybody. We gotta hold everybody up. We gotta hold everybody. We gotta hold everybody up. Hold everybody up. Up, up. Hold everybody up. Up, up. Hold everybody up. Up, up. Hold everybody up.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to First Universalist Church. My name is Jen Crow, and I use she and her pronouns, and it is an absolute joy and privilege to get to serve as the senior minister here. It's also an incredible joy and privilege to get to lead worship today with Reverend Ashley and Amy K. Bryant and Dr. Glenn Thomas Rideout. We are always grateful for all of the folks who tend and care for this space and make this moment possible. We're grateful for John and Olu, who help our tech keep working and help us stay connected in person and online. We're grateful for the artists. Have you seen the changes, right? It's gorgeous around here. So we're grateful for everyone who takes care of the building, everyone who makes this a place of welcome and beauty, everybody who cares for this institution and makes church possible for us. Because when we arrive here on Sunday mornings, we're taking a risk on community, on connection, on the power of love in our lives and in our larger community. Thank you for taking this risk together. Here at First Universalist Church, we lean into a universalist understanding of faith that names each and every being as whole and holy and worthy, welcome and wanted, all with room to grow. So welcome to this community of love and hope where we are committed to practicing beloved community, grounded in a love so inclusive and so irresistible that it cannot help but transform us as individuals and collectively, as together we help to build the world we long for, a world of mutual thriving for all of us. Now today is an important day, an important moment in the life of our community. It's a day when we say both thank you and goodbye to Dr. Glenn Thomas Rideout as our Director of Worship Arts Ministries here at First Universalist. It's a day of big emotions, a day of transitions. And as we spend this time together moving with this upcoming change and all these feelings, I want to offer us some orientation, maybe some true norths for our journey together. There's room here. There's room here in this time together. There's room here in this community for all of the different feelings we might be experiencing. There's room for grief and gratitude. There's room for more, too. We don't need to brush past or breeze by our feelings, because with company and with courage, there is room for all of it And those feelings don't have to overwhelm us or make our worlds impossible. We can feel all kinds of different things, all at once even. This is something I learned, it feels like way later in life than other people maybe, but I can feel this way and this way and this way all at the same time. We can do that together. So in this space, I want to remind us that 2 weeks ago when we welcomed and dedicated new children into our community, one of the things we said was, we're so glad that the universe made room for each of you, and we promise to do the same. I want to remind us of that promise, not just to the children among us, but to each of us, that there is room here for all of us, all of who we are, all the feelings we have, all at the same time. So let's make that promise real together. We also know that in community, change is ever present. In fact, in life, if we are alive, change is ever present. Our relationships change, the roles we have change, someone's physical presence or absence, that changes over the course of our lives. But what doesn't change is the love that we've shared or the experiences we've had. Those are always accessible, and so is the growth and the learning that can continue even as our relationships with each other change. Now, why do I say all of this, and why do I say it here? Because this is a community where we get to practice being human together. Maybe even a community where we get to practice trying to live into our best, our better selves together. It's a place where we ground ourselves in love and point ourselves in the direction of justice and equity and transformation, of pluralism and interdependence and generosity. This is a place we get to grow together, practicing living into the Universalist message of love and hope all the time, when it's easy, when it's hard, when things are the same, when things are changing. So this is the invitation for all of us today. In this month of December, we are turning toward our new worship theme, honest hope, lament, and sanctuary. I don't think there could be a better one for this moment we're in. Honest hope, hope that Cornell West describes like this: a hope that knows fully what the history has been, what the failures have been, but also what the successes have been and what remains possible. Lament, which is a fancy word for grief in all of its expressions. And sanctuary, a place of refuge, a place where we can bring all of who we are, all of what is real, and hopefully have some space for safety and healing. Honest hope, lament, sanctuary. May we be and may we make a space for all of this today. Now, in just a moment, I'm going to invite you to turn and greet each other because we make this community together whenever we gather. If you didn't pick up a leaf on your way in, you might want to wander back and do that, or want to have one brought to you. In just a few moments, there'll be an invitation to write a blessing on these that will go to Dr. Glenn Thomas. You can also spend the whole service on it if you want, doodling, but if you want to get a head start, you can do that. As we turn to greet one another, I invite you to share your name and your pronouns, but then also either something that you are feeling some grief about, or maybe something you're feeling some hope about, or maybe you want to level up and say something you're feeling both grief and hope about. All right, let's greet each other.
Thank you. Let's do a little love will guide us. One 131. 131 level guidance. I have. Love will guide us. Love will guide us. Peace has tried us. Says try. Hope inside us. Hope inside us. We'll lead the way. We'll lead the way. On the road from. On the road. Greed to giving. Greed to give. Love will guide us. Love will guide through the hard night. Through the hard. One more time. Love will guide us. Love will guide. Peace has tried us. Peace has tried us. Hope inside us. Hope inside. We'll lead the way. We'll lead the way. On the road from. On the road. Greed to giving. Greed to give. Love will guide us. Love will guide through the hard night. Through the hard night.
Let's keep this shared rhythm going with 3 intentional breaths together. In whatever way feels right for you, this opportunity to arrive, to share in literal inspiration. From this place of connection, let's say together the words of hope and the promises that hold us together. Join with me, if you'd like, in the words for the lighting of our chalice. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another.
Good morning, First Universalist. Today is Dr. Glenn Thomas's last day ministering with us. And so we have a bag. It says, "You are not alone. We are holding it together." And we are filling this bag with our blessings for Reverend Glenn Thomas as he departs. And so you have a piece of paper that you can use to write a blessing on, and then when you're done, you're welcome to bring it up here and put it in the bag, or you can send it with someone if you don't feel like walking up here. You're also welcome to create an imaginary object for your blessing, and you can toss it to me and I'll put it in the bag, or you can bring it up here and put it in the bag. You're also welcome to say your blessings for Glenn Thomas into the microphone to him directly. We like to give people their flowers while they are alive and can receive them. And so that's what we're hoping to do this morning. So I am making an imaginary object first. I gotta put the microphone down. This is a little capsule. I have pressed all of my gratitude into it. And thanks for the way that your ministry has changed me and changed this congregation. Thank you. That'll be in there for you if you ever need to feel reconnected to First Universalist. Okay, you are now welcome to fill the bag with your blessings, real or imagined. Oh, thank you. Thanks for coming.
You did not get to read my dissertation for my doctorate. I put it in here, so when you have a moment, you can read it. As a retired piano teacher, I have so been amazed and appreciated all your beautiful piano talent. And then also those seem simple but very profound statements you always add. Thank you.
Dr. Glenn Thomas, may it be good with your soul always. Thank you.
Glenn Thomas, thank you for making our congregation sing like a choir. It's been beautiful. Thank you.
Gwen Thomas, thank you for helping me find my voice again. It was such a joy.
No imaginary objects?
Thank you for the inspiration.
I have loved our communal singing, and my favorite time that we sang communally was when you asked all of us to pick a note, any note. And then we waited until we all coalesced around the same note. That was amazing. I've never forgotten that. Thank you. Thank you.
Dr. Glenn Thomas, I want to thank you for how much you have reminded me that I love to sing in a community. I was in the choir a long while ago at my school, and this has reminded me how much I love music and community and the way that they meet.
Dr. Glenn Thomas, thank you, of course, for your musical gifts, but thank you also for your words. They have been remarkable, and we appreciate them.
Thank you for reminding us that sometimes we just have to move.
This is not the most important thing, but thank you for being so handsome.
Hold up. That's a hard one to follow. Pause everything. Let me call my mama. Thank you.
Glenn, thank you so much for your music, your kindness, your warmth, everything. You made this former Catholic come back to church on Sundays because of your music and your words, but mostly your music, because that speaks to me the most. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I always will remember you. Thank you.
Ditto to the former Catholic thing. Thank you so much for creating a space that I can call my second home, my people, my family. Coming out here not knowing anyone, you were amongst the reasons why I'm here today, and thank you.
Dr. Glenn, I wanted to thank you for bringing all of yourself here and modeling authenticity and being vulnerable and joy, because it allowed me to do the same.
Thank you.
I could just say ditto. I was very resistant to coming here at all many years ago, and you were the first person that I thought, this person is bringing their whole self here, and that allowed me to do that, bring my kid here, my partner, and so I'm just eternally grateful to be able to be back in a space that feels connected and powerful because of you. Thanks.
Dr. Thomas.
Hey! How you doing?
I'm good. I just want to say thank you so much because with your very presence, you bring in our ancestors, you bring in our ancestor energy, and that has been so healing. It's been so healing. And I do have a shape. I do. Yes, it was oceans of love and love and love and a continuation of contributing to our cosmic consciousness. Thank you.
We first came here this summer seeking a spiritual community for our family and for our children. And it was the beauty and power of your spirit that first struck me. And it was such a gift, even in our short time. And I just wish that wherever the path of life leads you, that you may continue to be blessed and that you may bless many other lives with the beauty and the power of your spirit.
Thank you, Dr. Glenn Thomas, for your musicianship and also for bringing so many incredible musicians to us and artists within our congregation. And I'm thinking especially of Chastity Brown and Dean McGraw. They're just been, their musical performances have been so incredible and moving. And I also want to apologize for the racism and bigotry that you have experienced as part of your service to this church. Because unfortunately, I know that that has been part of your experience, and I'm sorry for that. And I also want to apologize for some of the resistance that you have encountered to change. And I have really appreciated the changes that you have brought to our Sunday service, and I've been moved by them. And also, I wanted to thank you for bringing, and I'm going to label it this, and if this is the wrong term, I apologize, but I want to thank you for bringing Black joy into this space, because it's been beautiful. So thank you so much.
Right on. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And I'm sorry we let you down. And I promise to do better. And we're going to do that together.
Hey, Glenn Thomas.
Hey.
Thanks for everything. Thanks for the sometimes perhaps inappropriate pre-worship banter. Thanks for seeing the value in my art enough to invite me on stage to talk about it in front of everybody. Thank you for officiating my wedding and driving into the middle of nowhere to do that. You've been an incredible boss and an incredible person, and I'm going to miss you very much.
Wow.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I wasn't going to say anything, but I really have a lot of trouble myself with change and transition and anxiety. And I hope that this is a really good time for you and that you find a lot of joy wherever you go, that you fly and have some time to transition and don't just jump quickly into something, because it's important to hold on to what's here and have some good plans to where you go. I think you came here at a point of transition of the congregation, and that added to some of the feelings that you have had. And I think there's a lot of unspoken feelings here. Here I am saying but part of my heart goes with you, and I was one of the ones that was probably not that welcoming in the beginning, but it hurts my heart that you're leaving. But I know this is really good for you, so fly away.
Hey, thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
When my wife and I first came here, it was a dark and heavy time. And I couldn't even get through the beginning of the service, the middle, or the end without weeping. And I really didn't know if I would sing again. The invitation from Amy, and then the moment with you before the service. But you're a part of that stepping stone. And I remember you sharing with me your own journey of choir and returning, and the mysteries of the space and the time with the gifts. But I've been thinking continuously of what a gift you gave me to be a part of my healing. To sing with you has been a real highlight. And when you would sing when we first came, "Be still and know that day and night," the way you carried us into that, the way the both of you carried us into that, is a real part of mine and Jane's healing. The other day we met as two musicians on the street.
Yeah.
And that was super dope.
It really was.
So I hope to keep doing that.
Yeah.
We really love you, and we're really grateful.
Thank you all for your words, for your blessings in the bag, imagined and paper. I'm going to leave the bag here in the front row. If you think of something and it didn't get in there yet, you're welcome to add things throughout the service and after.
Thank you.
Thank you for the beautiful words, for the gifts. I know we're about to send our kids and teachers off on their way for their classes in spaces that are just right for them, but could we first just share our love one more time? Can we please? All right. Let's send the light of this community off into all the corners of this community. And kids and youth will light this lantern off of our chalice, and we will sing you on your way with this little light of mine.
I'm gonna let it shine. just do that together for a minute? Whew. My name is Ashley. I use she, her pronouns, and that was enough to make me forget to say that. Holy source of love, of spirit that draws us beyond what is known, that teaches us the impossible might take a little while, but we will meet it someday. We are letting our hearts break open this morning. We are letting our chests soften, that we might feel the grief, that we might hear the babbles of the babies as good news, that we might know honest hope alongside our lament. Beloveds, I sat next to one of you between services today who had tears flowing down her face. She's a BIPOC woman, and she said nobody from the pulpit said the words in the first service. Nobody said the words. Just going to invite us into that. To hold that white supremacy culture wants to keep us silent, wants to keep the systems the status quo, wants to let us off the hook for our own complicity in each other's pain. But as Glenn Thomas is always quick to remind us, we are not alone. We are holding it together, and there is more fierce love somewhere. It is right beneath the surface of our beings when we pour our lives into justice and love. More love is not just somewhere, it is right here. It takes a quarter turn to move complicity into action. You are not alone in your complicity, beloveds. You are not alone in the silence. You are not alone in the embarrassment and shame. We can hold justice together. We can make justice together. We will make justice together. We will not let anyone sit in the pews alone in tears and say they didn't say it out loud. Let us breathe in the deep knowing that honest hope sits next to lament and offers good company. Just as we sit next to each other in the pews, just as holiness blows through us as close as our breath and transforms our despair into what might come next. There is more love right here. Let us pour out our pains and our joys and trust that we will catch each other in softness and grace. Let us hold what would be lighter together if spoken aloud and what would bubble up with more joy if spoken aloud also. Let us pray now. The circle is open. And fear not, there will be more chance for blessings for Dr. Glenn Thomas later. You don't have to do them all now. There's a whole section, another one. Let us pray.
I'm Jane Jordan. I was in Wisconsin the last couple of days with my father, who will be 99 in February. I got to experience Circle of Life to celebrate the birth of his 19th great-grandchild, and with my siblings to make the decision to move him to hospice.
Jane, we are holding so many details I cannot remember, but know are powerful reminders of the circle of life and birth and death. You are not alone. We are holding it together. Zion, we are praying with you for the safety of our beloved Somali community and for justice. You are not alone. We are holding it together. Denise, we are praying with you for more acts of solidarity with our beloved Somali community. You are not alone. We are holding it together. Sarah, we are praying with you for Tyler in the ICU and for the love and care and donations that Tyler's family needs. You are not alone. We are holding it together. For all of those suffering the indignities of being unhoused in the cold, we pray with you.
You are not alone. We are holding it together.
I want to share gratitude for snow and how this is the first year that for me it's felt like hope and not fear.
Dear, we are praying with you in gratitude for snow that this year gets to feel like joy and not fear. You are not alone. We are holding it together. We are praying with Steve and Janet Merrill. Steve is struggling with some heart issues that he assures us are very common, but we would like them not to be common for him. We pray with them as they look forward to another procedure this week in hopes of health's return. You are not alone. We are holding it together. We are praying for Deborah Talon as she is in a hospital awaiting surgery after a fall that left her with a broken collarbone, leg, and ankle. Deborah, if you are watching, may you know you are not alone. We are holding it together. For all the prayers that rest silently on our hearts, for all the prayers that do not have words, but sit in our chests or our bellies, we remind ourselves and we remind each other now, you are not alone. We are holding it together. Let us sing our prayers now.
Spirit of life, come unto me. Seed in my heart, all the stirrings of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in the sea. Move in the hand, giving life the shape of justice. Roots on me close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me.
And now we get to make feeling material. We get to liberate our resources together as we honor Dr. Glenn Thomas' ministry among us with an offering to an organization of his choice, to the Multiracial Autism Awareness Network. Multicultural, thank you, Awareness Network. We offer our offering this morning with boldness and generosity that we might make a bit more justice in the world. And of course, if this is a Sunday when you need to practice the oftentimes harder spiritual work of asking for help, of asking for support, please speak to one of the ministers after worship or send us an email if you are online, and we will connect you to our Ministers Emergency Fund, which is how we care for one another in times of challenge. Let us give, receive, and grow.
Why are there so many songs about rainbows, and what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and so believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. You can sing along. Who said that every wish would be heard and answered when wished on morning star? Somebody thought of that, and someone believed them, and look what it's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing, and what do we think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us under its spell, we know that it's probably magic. Have you been half asleep, and have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is this the sweet sound that calls the young sailors? The voice might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. La da 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 da.
What a gift. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Glenn Thomas. Thank you to all of you for all the words of blessing and courage and honesty that have already been shared today. I'm so grateful for us being able to hold that together, to hold all of this together. I'm going to talk just for a few minutes, and then I'm going to hand the pulpit over to Dr. Glenn Thomas, which I am so grateful for. We talked a little bit before the first service, and we're saying that both of us have written and rewritten what we wanted to say today a bunch of times, and then scrapped it and tried again. And we gave each other maybe the challenge, or maybe I gave it to myself and you pushed me. No. You're in too? Okay, to not do it with the script. So yeah, so we'll do that. Because we've been pushing each other for years now, and I'm very, very grateful for that in all of the ways. I've been saying a lot that this is a time of so many emotions, and that's true for me and true for us as a congregation, true for all of us in different ways, I think. I've been naming grief and gratitude, and those are the two primary ones for me. The gratitude part is easy, to get to work together. What an incredible gift. I've told folks, and maybe some of you have had this experience too, of I got to see Glenn Thomas leading worship at General Assembly probably a gazillion years ago at this point. And there we were, thousands of us, often called God's frozen people, in a convention center ballroom. And there he was. I feel like you were willing it out of us with beauty and drawing out song and inspiration and embodiment and movement and prophecy. And that you have been and still are part of the legacy of Unitarian Universalists who are daring to create an embodied Unitarian Universalism. A Unitarian Universalism that can speak to us when we're suffering when our backs are against the wall, as Howard Thurman has said, that is asking us to build a richer, deeper, more complex Unitarian Universalism. I'm grateful to be part of that and for us as a congregation to have been part of that journey with you and for your voice and your spirit in it. And the grief is so very real too. I think about the conversations we had when you were making the decision to join us here. I think about the desire that this congregation has named and has moved toward and moved back and moved toward and moved back to be a multiracial, multicultural, intergenerational community of faith where all of who we are can be welcomed with joy, where our sense of who we are is ever expanding. That's the project we signed on to together. It's a project that I am grateful to still be a part of here and to have had your leadership in along the way. I'm also thinking about what's ahead for us. A number of you have asked me, what's next? What are we doing in our anti-racism journey here at church? What's next in terms of our commitment? What are we doing? And that's where I want to turn back to all of us, because it never should be, never should have been, never should be going forward the role of any one person or of only the volunteer or paid leaders in a congregation to shape us in the ways that we want and we long to be. It takes all of us. And so I put the work back to us of how are we shaping ourselves? How are we shaping this community? How are we rooting out racism and oppression in ourselves and each other and this place and our systems? And how are we making spaces where truly we can welcome each other with joy? That is our work to do. I'm glad to be doing it with you, to not be putting it down in any way. And I'm so grateful to have gotten this time together in this way. And I'm grateful for the words that are to come.
You know, Jen, I want to say, you don't know this, but you once honored me by saying some very kind words about an arrangement, a video I have singing "Listen More Often to Things Than to Beings." And you told me that you spent time with it during the pandemic and that it was a part of your life. And that honored me so much. Both because you were my new boss. No, I'm kidding. No, that you would take time to have that relationship with my music, and also because I spent most of that recording session crying that it would never amount to anything. And you, in a single comment, changed the story of that music for me. I am deeply grateful for that. We do that all the time, right? With one sentence, we don't. With one gesture, with one token, we change the whole narrative from what we don't know to what we're going to do. The question keeps coming up. Love is calling. Love is calling from everywhere. Love is calling from inside the house. And love wants to know sometimes. Love just wants to know if you'll show up in the room that love called you to. It's not when the decision is easy what love looks like. It's when the decisions are slightly uncomfortable, when they require us to change just a bit more than our recline would have us. We recline all the time, don't we? We don't even realize that we're doing it most of the time, that we recline. And my writing racism into the narrative of why I am leaving is not an instrument of shame. It's that would be very lacking of class, and And my grandfather is so dignified that it runs down into his children's children's children. No, I wouldn't do that to you. I'm telling you the truth because I respect you and I'm in a relationship with you, and my love for you will not change when I walk out the door. I'm telling you because I love myself, and I have learned how to set boundaries as a way of demonstrating to me and to us all that that's how it's going to be in the world. Right? They are not there to shame you until you are post-racist. It will never happen. The world of good and bad in racism and racial justice, it will never exist. What can exist, however, is your next relationship. What can exist is the words that you choose and how carefully you choose to say them. What can exist is how you apportion your budget next year. What can happen is we can release dreams of actual people and change actual lives. We can liberate one at a time. That stuff is made of relationship. That stuff is made of returning. That stuff is made of coming back again and again and saying, hi, we're First Universalist. We're going to be awkward at this for a while. Sometimes we cause damage, sometimes we cause hurt, but we want to know you. I'm choosing my time to say this to you because we're already behind. I'm not black. No, that's not a big reveal over 5 years. I'm not black. I'm not black and gay. I'm not black, gay, and queer. I am some lasagna of identities, which includes those. I am me. My friends, there's a possibility waiting for you. We can get past all of this trying to figure out blackness and start loving even deeper. Love is calling us to each individual. Love is calling us to realize that that individual is you too. That we are holding this together like the capillaries, like the veins, like the bones. In a way, I am stepping away from this building. I'm stepping away to not do. I've always known what I was going to do next. That's why I have too many degrees in choral conducting. But I realized I also don't know my favorite color. I don't know my favorite genre of music. I have this secret desire in the back of my head to be a Detroit electronic DJ. I love Hoobastank, Metallica, and Doechii right now. So I am not leaving you to separate from you. I'm leaving you to liberate myself, to grow into myself, to figure out which one of these wants to sing next, so that I can bring back to the world a better version of me, a more loving version of me, one that's better regulated and that answers their texts on time. I just want to be a better friend. Remember a couple years ago, y'all, the world ended and restarted. There was a period right in the middle where we all just took a breath. Can you take a minute just to breathe, just to breathe? Can we take a minute just to breathe? The world is so big. Our jobs are so mighty and weighty. And there is another truth. together, injustice doesn't stand a damn chance. I will be so on your YouTube feed. I'm counting on you. Because you and me, we're the same. We are part of the Great One. And until we know that deep down in our bones, there's still more work to do. I love each and every one of you. Even if I don't know you, yeah. I'm so glad you're at church. Keep coming back. May you be very well. May you be peaceful. May you be at ease. And me too. Amen.
Today we gather in gratitude for Dr. Glenn Thomas Rideout and his yes to First Universalist across these years of ministry. We give thanks for his teaching, his artistry, and the prophetic and musical voice he brings to our shared worship life.
It doesn't get easier. It doesn't get
No,
easier the second around.
We honor the abundance of blessings you have offered, helping us to find our shared voice in song again, reminding us of our belovedness and belonging, embodying joy and laughter and love, and grounding us in the truth that we are not alone. We are holding it together. Dr. Glenn Thomas, you have been and you are a living blessing to this community. First Universalist community, you're about to have your part in this. Let us offer our blessing for Dr. Glenn Thomas as he transitions from this chapter of ministry to wherever the movement of the Spirit is taking him next.
All right, y'all, you know what to do. Warm up your blessing hands. Feel that fierce and gentle love moving as clearly as the warmth between your hands. And Dr. Glenn Thomas, we invite you to endure gratitude right now. We believe you can do this. We invite you to receive a small measure of love and joy and gratitude back from us for all of that you have poured from your whole being and from the Spirit that moves through you with such ease and such clarity back to you. Beloved community, as we reach towards Dr. Glenn Thomas with our hands now, may you offer a word, singular, back to Dr. Glenn Thomas now. And if you are online, you may put that in the chat. We will make sure it gets to him.
I got the good gifts. Hell yeah.
With these words and so many more, we give thanks and praise for the gift that is you, Dr. Glenn Thomas. We can put our hands down, but hold the spirit of these outstretched hearts as we continue this ritual. In this spirit of this blessing, we offer release to you now from the responsibilities, the joys, and the pains of ministry among us in this time together. So, First Universalist friends, you're going to see your response, and I'm going to ask you a question. Do you, the members and friends of First Universalist Church, now release Dr. Glenn Thomas Rideout from his role as Director of Worship Arts?
Dr. Glenn Thomas, we want you to know that our love is pushy and travels with you wherever you may go. So, congregation, do you offer your encouragement for his ministry, for Dr. Glenn Thomas's artistry to continue to unfold in new ways?
And Dr. Glenn Thomas, do you release this church from turning to you for leadership and depending on you as the Director of Worship Arts Ministries?
I do. I do. I don't know the rest of that line because I hadn't had it memorized and the paper's not here, but I do. And I do with all my love and with an honor to be one of the ancestors to this role now, and an honor to be a part of the future that comes in the wake.
On behalf of the First Universalist Church of Minneapolis, we witness to these words of gratitude and blessing and release. May it be so.
To heal you, to hold you, we are sending you light. To hold you in love, we are sending you light. To heal you, to hold you, we are sending you light. To hold you in love. No matter where you go, no matter where you've been, you'll never walk alone. I feel you deep within. We are sending you light to heal you, to hold you. We are sending you light to hold you in love. No matter what you feel or what you choose to show, we're always there for you. And so we want you to know we are sending you light to heal you, to hold you. We are sending you light to hold you in love. We are sending you light to heal you, to hold you. We are sending you light to hold you in love. I walk the path with you. Go slow, dear, don't hurry. I'll go just like you need to go. There is no need to worry. We are sending you light to heal you, to hold you. We are sending you light to hold you in love. We are sending you light to
Do you hear yourself harmonizing? We're learning. This week, there are so many opportunities to show up in love. Join us Tuesday morning, 7:30 a.m. at the Whipple Building as we stand in solidarity with our immigrant neighbors. Join us 7 o'clock Tuesday night as we are in solidarity with our trans beloveds. Join us for community dinner on Wednesday, that we can be together in community. May the love that is growing in our hearts, that is expressed through our voices, through our hands, through our acts for justice, may this love sustain and center us all as we continue to learn and grow and practice beloved community here and beyond these walls. May it be so. Amen.
We are going, heaven knows where we are going, but we know it, and we will get there. Heaven knows how we will get there, but we know it.
It will be hard, we know, and the road will be muddy and rough, but we'll get there. Heaven knows how we will get there, but we know we will. Oh yeah, yeah. 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 Oh yeah, yeah.
Be careful. Your voice will teach you just how powerful you are when you work together. It don't take any money. All it takes is the will to stay together. Don't you dare do anything otherwise. Let's be better at it the next time we gather, and forevermore. Thanks, Saul.
Go now, please.
There you go.